I worked at a summer camp in Cincinnati called Stepping Stones that works with kids with special needs, and I had no experience. I just really wanted a job that paid money. And I had worked with kids before, so I thought it'd be fun. And then they sort of just throw you in. They give you a 10-day orientation all about people with special needs. And you think, half this stuff can't be true. And then you get in and go, whoa, this is definitely true. And I loved it. It was sort of, I like to think of it as my immersion program into it, because I didn't have any preparation, but I ended up really liking it.
What are your interests outside of academics?
I'm a huge nerd, so I read all the time. And I'd say I had an aha moment when I realized I wanted to, so for special ed, I decided I wanted to work in the inclusive classroom instead of working in my own classroom. So you sort of have that option, and I decided that it would be better to work in an inclusive classroom. I transferred from a school near Seattle called University of Puget Sound in Tacoma, Washington, like the truck. And it was very fun, but they didn't have a special education major, so I was like, I'll transfer.
What made you choose Miami when you were looking at schools to transfer to?
So I applied to about 4 schools, and I wanted to be closer to home because I'd already, with boarding school and with the other college so far away from Cincinnati, I'd already done it twice, and it's a lot of boxes. I was just ready for something much easier, so I chose schools all nearby, but Miami had a really good program. I never visited. So on my first day, my dad drove me up, and we both looked at each other and went, wow, this school is really pretty. Good choice.
Has the program kind of lived up to your expectations then?
Yeah, it's a great program. They do a lot of field, so that's nice. You get to actually be out.
What's your biggest challenge right now?
My biggest challenge? I don't know. Okay, let me think. I guess my biggest challenge today is I have 3 midterms in a row. So exciting. I decided to call it D-Day because I used to be a history major, so I refer everything back to historic moments.
What are you planning to do after you graduate?
In the summers, I work at a after-school and summer program called Baltimore Urban Gardening, and it's inner city kids, and we garden and do a bunch of other activities. And it's through a school and through a foundation that my sister works for, and so hopefully I'll go work for them as a special educator in one of their schools. I really love the foundation's called Living Classrooms, and I love their foundation. They do so many amazing things within the inner city, so I'd really like to work there, but if not, I'd like to work in an urban school as a special educator.
All right, well, thank you very much.